Hello everybody, this is let's get the nameplates up. Chiosuke here with another cast. Let's do some fancy intros. Spawning in the top right of Tesla Towers, it is going to be Monty. Woo. And spawning down here at the bottom left for Team Bloody, it is going to be me, Sword, with the angry Jigglypuff. Whoop. So I did random protest this game. I did let him know my race, because I was randoming. Monty going to be walling off, and it is... Did I say it's Dust Towers? Well, it's Dust Towers. One of the few map names that I can actually remember for some reason. So just going to be speeding things up at the beginning of the game, because nothing too interesting is going to be happening. And I actually have no idea what happens this game, but apparently it looks like I'm going to be going for a fast natural expansion. Monty is going to be building his factory right here. Okay. This is a very interesting build to start things off. Going to be getting my cyber core. I do have my gas up. Should be throwing down a second pylon somewhere. There we go. And he is going to be getting a reactor for this factory. Could be going for Hellions. Regardless, he is going to be starting his natural expansion as well. A little bit delayed because he wanted to get this tech up. And I go straight to Robo. So, a little bit of reasoning is that I know that there are a lot of detection. There was one game that I was watching in like GSL or possibly SSL where players... Oh, no. It was something else. There was Euthermal, that's right. And he made ghosts, and they just did so much damage because the Protoss player didn't have detection. So I was like, oh, okay, need to be careful of that. Oh, I remember what happens this game. Okay. So, just a little bit of information. Monty is a Master League Terran player, and I was trying to poke up the ramp, and I made a Stalker instead of a Adept this game. That was a mistake, and the Widow Mine just picks it off. So, I saw that he was going for Reactor Starport, so I figured it could be Liberators, and then I get an Observer in his base as well, and then I confirmed that it is Liberators. Do see the natural expansion with this Observer here. And I do believe, yeah, I see the third CC as well here, so I'm okay with everything that's happening. In the meantime, let's see, I have 3 gateways up. Do I have, like, anything in terms of tech? Besides the Robo, it doesn't look like it, so just going to be making a few Immortals in case he comes in with an attack. And I do throw down my third Nexus here. In the meantime, here comes the Liberators going to be going for my main base, and Liberation Zones should be coming down here. I should be moving my Mothership Core to deal with this, and I was able to get a lot of good shots off with the Stalkers before they were able to really do too much damage here. Since I do see the Liberators, I'm going to be going for Blink, and he's going to be following this up with a bunch of barracks, like a lot of barracks, and just going to be making a bunch of Liberators. So, oh, he actually floats to the gold. I don't think I actually know about this. Huh. Wow. I should have probably been able to see that with the observers, so my bad. Started attacking my own Stalker for a bit, and then I see this, so I'm pretty sure I think this is the one that I saw earlier. I'm like, okay, I'll just deny his third base for a while, and then I'll be happy with that. Set up a proxy pylon to build some reinforcing units, and I'm just very happy because I'm like, okay, well, I'm on 3 base, he's only on 2. So if I just contain him for as long as I can, then I should be fine. I'm going to be throwing down my 4th base as well here. Since I know he has made the 3rd base, he just hasn't expanded to it yet. Producing Stalkers actually at my 3rd base, and here comes the attack. Liberation Zone's going to be continually poking down here. Gets a shot off on an Immortal. And this is getting more and more annoying because the Stalkers can't actually attack these things very quickly compared to the Liberation Zones. If I had like an Observer right here, then I could have tried blinking up into the main base, but he has a lot of Marines, like a lot of Marines, in order to deal with all this stuff. So I tried doing that blinking stuff I was talking about earlier, but again, he has so many Marines that it just deals way too much damage. And then I lose all my Stalkers. I'm getting +1/+1 for my ground units. I make a few more gateways, and then I'm like, how do I deal with this many Liberators? And then I remember, oh yeah, Tempests. So build a couple of Stargates to start things off, start getting +1 air attack as well. He's just making command centers for days. I still haven't scouted out this gold mineral base. And one adept goes down to those Liberator shots, doing so much damage. And it's just really, I didn't know how to deal with this liberation zone, which was the main issue. I go for blink, and I'm like, okay, this isn't, I can't really engage here. Luckily, I was able to get a few of the Liberators while he was trying to move down to this base. Oh, and this blink was terrible. Lose all of my stalkers. And if we look at the units lost tab, you guys can see the story there. So I'm doing really poorly here. I'm actually like 60 supply down, I didn't know this. I get a nice blink from the high ground back here to deny the mining for a bit. But again, he has so many Marines. I still don't know about this base, and it's actually almost mined out. Wow, that's amazing. Gold bases mine out so quickly. So then I tried this adept stuff, and this was probably what I should have been doing earlier. Adepts are great because the liberation zones actually can't hit the adept's shades, so you can just like zone right past them there. And this is what I do. Go in, kill off like all the workers of the main base and the natural expansion, and then I just keep switching between the bases. He sets up a few good liberation zones though, unfortunately. And these Marines, there's just way too many. And he's going to be able to pick him off. Pick off all my stuff. Excuse me, sorry. Let me get some water to clear my throat. And so he has a lot of Liberators and a lot of Marines. But in the meantime, I was building up a lot of Tempest, man. I had 4 Stargate Tempest, I believe. And going to be morphing in a lot of Adepts here as well to deal with all the Marines. His Marines are unupgraded, he doesn't have stim, he doesn't have anything, and he actually pulled SCVs as well. Didn't know this. And the Tempests are just doing a great job against all these Liberators. Tempests don't clump up very much, so the Liberators, even if they attack them regularly, it doesn't do that great. I have a proxy Violent over here. I tried to morph in a few Adepts, but unable to do so. And he's floating like so many minerals, 4k, 2k, probably just because he had this base for so long. Again, I don't actually know about this base, right? Yeah, I don't. And at this point, I'm okay with just denying his bases. I'm going to be using the Tempest, killing off a few more Liberators. And a few Marines are going to be engaging here, but I do have a lot of Adepts at this point, and going to be using the Shade ability to just get right on top of these Marines. The Tempests are going to be sieging from afar. I'm going to be killing off another base here. And I think that should be it. So a little 2x cast, just because there wasn't too much action. And that's going to be that. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. And again, sorry about my internet connection this morning, but hopefully these games will still be uploaded to the YouTube channel. And I will see you guys later.